Back on the oval for the women's 3,000 meters here in Virginia Beach. Dwight Stones along with John Anderson, Laura Overton, and Dan O'Brien. There is the meet record set by Parker Valby last year. And Doris Lemon-Golay, the 5,000 meter champion from day one, is also in this field, has the fastest time in the country. Lexi Halliday-Lowry of BYU had a good run yesterday for her Cougars from Provo.
And actually, Lexi Halliday-Lowry and her teammate Riley Chamberlain have run faster than that time of Doris Lemon-Golay, but that time was run on an oversized track just last month. Riley Chamberlain ran a phenomenal anchor leg to win by BYU the distance medley relay title on Friday night. And look, we have a couple of athletes back from the mile final under an hour since that race has been run. Shalon Ayildez of Oregon, also Amina Matug of Washington, Margot Appleton of Virginia. So few of these athletes are coming in fresh, whether they ran the mile, whether they ran the 5K last night, maybe it's the DMR. We'll see if Doris Lemon-Golay can win a second title in as many days, after she already has NCAA cross country and NCAA steeplechase titles to her credit.
The 16 fastest in the country on the track in two groups. They will stay that until they complete the second turn and break for the pole on the straightaway. And we'll get a chance in these first few laps to see what kind of pace is being set. And with so many doubling back, either from earlier today or even yesterday, this race could go tactical pretty easily.
And it looks like Ayildez is going off the track. She has gotten the cue to go ahead, and she's embracing Shalane Flanagan because perhaps the Ducks have wrapped it up. If they must feel pretty good about where they are from the team standpoint. As we look at the field that you have currently on the track, a couple of the BYU athletes that I want to point out, you can see there in the all blue, Riley Chamberlain on the inside of the track with hip 5, and then her teammate Lexi Halliday-Lowry on the outside with hip 9. Both of them went sub 8:41 last month. And in talking with BYU head coach Diljeet Taylor, she just said it's been so incredible to see them feed off of each other's success and find confidence in one another, celebrating one another's success. They're great competitors, but they've also been able to use one another to get even stronger. Riley is fast. She has great foot speed. Lexi comes from that great strength background, and that has really complemented one another. As we're looking at this field right now, also worth noting, the athlete currently sitting in third position, that is Kaylee McCabe of West Virginia. She is fresh coming into this field. Great look at her right there. You can see the W on her chest underneath her bib number right there behind Shannon Flockhart, as things have really slowed down at this point in the race. But Doris Lemon-Golay is ready to shake things up, makes a quick move to the front. She waited an awful long time to do that in the 5,000 on Friday. Dwight not messing around in this one, and I had the opportunity to ask her after that final where she had to fend off Lexi Halliday-Lowry all the way to the line. I said, is that the toughest way that you've had to win a national championship so far? She goes, oh, that was so tough. She really had to run hard at the end of that race. Good to see Amy Bunnage back on the track too. She was leading quite a bit early in that 5,000 meter, ended up stepping off the track. She had her knee really heavily taped up, so good for her to be out there for Stanford along with her teammate Sophia Kennedy.
It's been pretty much a fun run up to this point. Seems to be stretching out ever so slightly, but they went out in 76, then 81.5 for the last 400 meters. So that's why they are so tightly bunched. 15 competitors now, as Aldiz was pulled off the track. Based on that, Jaden May is getting second in the 200. The Oregon Ducks on the women's side have clinched the team title with just this 3,000 meters and the 4x400 relay remaining, plus a field event or two.
And it looks like Lexi Halliday-Lowry was looking over to the side of the track because along that straightaway just before the finish line is Coach Taylor. So she's giving her athletes a couple of cues there off of the track. And as we look at the field right there, you see Amy Bunnage, Doris Lemon-Golay, Kaylee McCabe. And McCabe This is her 4th appearance at the indoor championships. During the cross-country season, finished 6th overall to help West Virginia to that runner-up team finish. They had a tremendous fall. And Kaylee McCabe said that she really feels like she has some unfinished business at the NCAA level. A phenomenal steeplechase athlete, so great at this 3,000-meter distance. They've quickened things up to 72 seconds over that last 400 meters.
And Pamela Kosgei of New Mexico has put herself in 2nd position. Doris Lemon-Goulet, who won the 5,000 on day 1, in 4th currently. As you can see, these runners have a little bit more room to navigate than they did earlier on. Bunnage with not even some kinesio tape on her knee, which she was heavily taped yesterday and had to come off the track, was hobbling. I'm very surprised to see her back out there.
I thought Pamela Kosgei ran really tough in that 5,000. She just has fantastic foot speed. I actually think that the 3,000-meter distance right now might even favor her even more so, as she's been doing a lot of speed work over the course of the indoor season. She really likes to benefit from a more honest type of pace, so that the fact that things have quickened is beneficial certainly for her. There's a look at Coach Diljit Taylor right now in the all-white suit holding the stopwatch. 71.5 now, as they are pretty consistent there with that pace over the last 800 meters. Seeing some traffic there bouncing around in the back. Currently on 9:24 pace, which is more than comfortable given this field.
So Amy Bunnage continuing to set the pace. Pamela Kosgei there in 2nd. And for Doris Lemon-Goulet there staying in 4th on the outside of lane 1 to stay out of trouble. Again, a little bit of contact.
Doris Lemon-Goulet is really good about being decisive in race situations. You think about that back to the cross-country race. When she wants to make a move, she's usually pretty bold with it and really tries to threaten people to go with her when she's able to click into that next gear and find that next level of turnover. But as they're at another 71-second 400, Kaylee McCabe looks incredibly strong. She's been on world championship teams. She's been an Olympian for Canada. Her ceiling, Dwight, is so incredibly high. Didn't really start running competitively until the end of her junior year of high school. Thought she was going to play soccer in college. Played a number of different sports, golf, basketball, soccer, and then really found this love for running and has just developed tremendously at West Virginia. Interesting to see Peyton Noe of Arkansas try to creep her way up as well, the SEC champion in both the 3 and the 5,000.
So things look like they've slowed a little bit more, because we've got some athletes out almost in lane 3. There is Noe in lane 3 trying to get out of traffic. McCabe now with the leading duties. Doris Lemon-Goulet drops right in behind her. Amy Bunnage now starting to go backwards on the rail. Kosgei is there as well. And the 2 BYU athletes are still mid-pack, as Riley Chamberlain now makes a move to get up into the top 4.
Just got an update thanks to the reporting of John Anderson that Coach J.J. Clark of Stanford just said that Amy Bunnage had some cramping issues, so she's really hydrated and ready to go. Checked with the doctors. She does still have some tape reinforcing it. It's just a more neutral colored type of tape for her, so great that she's able to get back, and she gets a little tripped up there behind Amina Matug of Washington.
And like yesterday in the 5,000, she's paying the price for doing that leading and pushing the pace between 71 and 72 as she goes well back in the back. 69-second last 400 meters, so McCabe really pushing the pace. Kosgei and Lemon-Goulet right there, as is Riley Chamberlain.
Lexi Holiday-Lowry in front of Riley Chamberlain, and they are using each other to move up this field. Coach Diljit Taylor told her team to come in with an underdog mentality coming into this meet, because no matter what you've done coming in, no one has a championship title when you step on that line.
Bell lap, and it's McCabe, Lemon-Goulet, Kosgei. How much kick does Doris Lemon-Goulet have after last night? Pamela Kosgei is also trying to get a head of steam going. Can McCabe hold them off? Did she start her kick too soon? She is the fresh one in this field of 3. And Lemon-Goulet doesn't look like she has the move to make.
Oh!
And down goes Pamela Kosgei, but Haley McCabe, the senior from Canada and West Virginia, wins the women's 3,000 meters with a bold move to the front with about 3 laps remaining. Doris Lemon-Goulet, runner-up here after winning the 5,000 meter title. McCabe 6th in the mile at this meet last year in Boston.
Coming into the indoor season, Kaylee McCabe said that there have been championships where she wasn't super satisfied with her performance. That is what fueled her in the indoor season. What an expertly executed kick. Oh, and so tough to see Pamela Kosgei go down the way that she did there. But so much strength in the running of Kaylee McCabe, charging down the finish to fend off Doris Lemon-Goulet. The exhilaration in victory as Kaylee McCabe gets her long-awaited NCAA title.
So Kaylee McCabe becomes only the 2nd athlete from West Virginia on the women's side to win any event at the NCAA indoors. It was back in 1999 when Kate Verpeulen won the mile for the Mountaineers. There are the final results. Doris Lemon-Goulet does get 2nd, and Lexi Halliday Lowry, who we didn't talk about at all during the race, came up for 3rd.